Hi, this is Ty, the dog trainer with dogbehaviouronline.com, and just wanted to respond to a question from one of our readers. The question says, I have a 7-month-old min pin who minds good and does all the basic commands, but he still likes to bite at times when he is playing. I say no, but sometimes he doesn't listen. Also have a problem with him barking at people who want to stop until they're out of sight. How can I fix these problems? I am an over-the-road driver, so every day is something new for him. Well, first of all, that's great that you're an over-the-road driver. It means you probably have a lot of time to spend with the dog. Now, obviously, you're driving, so you're not going to be doing a whole lot of training while you're driving. Let's hope, fingers crossed. But at least you have a lot of time to spend, and I'm sure at gas stops and rest stops and things like that, you'll have time to do things with the dog. Um, Let me first talk about the first thing. You mentioned the dog has basic obedience. One of the things I'm always preaching to my clients is forget this term basic obedience. I don't use the term basic obedience because to me basic obedience is next to pointless, almost pointless, because, and maybe we're just talking semantics here, different things, what they mean to different people. But when I hear basic obedience, what I hear is, the dog will sit sometimes for a treat, he'll lie down for a cookie, he'll come if I've got a cookie. That's what I hear when I hear the term basic obedience. And that doesn't do anything. That doesn't help anybody. That's no good. What does help people is more advanced obedience. Well, the for example, the DVD products that we have, we've got what we call foundation obedience, and we've got what we call advanced obedience. And so we don't even teach basic obedience because there's no point. Because if my dog sits for a cookie or a little biscuit, that, like I say, that never helped anybody. And all I really care about is fixing problems. And so I don't care if the dog sits pretty or rolls over or shakes or does anything like that. Those are great, fine, do those things. But none of that helps you solve problems. And so that's where I say what you need to do is look at getting a more advanced level of obedience. That advanced level of obedience, what I'm referring to, is a dog that comes every single time, a dog that stays every single time, that walks perfectly on leash. That's the level of obedience you need. Because, let me go back to your question here. You're saying, he bites at times when he's playing, and I say no, but sometimes he doesn't listen. He's 7 months old, and so you're not going to expect the world out of a 7-month-old dog, but we need to start teaching this dog at this age how to respect boundaries. So here's what I would do. Like I said, number one, I'd work on the obedience. Number two, what I would do is I would start having him wear a leash and a training collar around the cab of your truck. So every time he bites, you can grab that leash, give a quick little pop on the leash, a little correction, tell him no. Because right now you tell him no, but it has no meaning. You've got to give meaning to that word. I always tell people, telling isn't training. If I tell the dog no, that means nothing. If I tell the dog donut, if I tell the dog love seat, it doesn't matter. The dog doesn't understand. Something has to go with that word. Otherwise, it's just another word that goes over his head. So have him wear a leash and a training collar. He bites, you give a correction. Same thing, as he's barking, you can give a correction and encourage him to sit or lie down or whatever the case might be. But you have a good position here because keeping a leash on him in the cab is no big deal. That's easy. A lot of people that are around the house all day, it's harder to keep a leash on their dog, but in your case, it's something that's going to be easy. So that would be my recommendation. Best of luck to you, and time to get to work.